awesome. It's one of my favorite books, and the illustrator is David Weinzer. And my favorite illustration is very funny. I have a couple illustrations because he finds this film camera. And he sees the picture. Okay. And then, I'm not trying to show that picture. And then this is my first favorite illustration. This is my second favorite. Because they took this truck and then the animals took all the furniture that fell in the truck. And these are some of my favorite illustrations. This is funny because there's this guy and he lost his camera from his ship. And they're like in spacesuits because they think the water is like space. And this fish is like, ouch. And this is a picture we saw on that slideshow. And this is one of my favorite illustrations too. And then he looks at this picture, and it has all these pictures of kids holding their pictures. Then he tries to take one of himself. See, and keeps looking. And then he takes these. And these ones are from a while ago. This one's the oldest. This one's died in the 70s, 55, and this one says 40, and this is 10.
But how different the illustrations are, because these aren't as, they're not in color, it's black and white.
And this is, let's see, he's in the very far, he's in the front, and then this is his picture and all the others with them. Then he threw it away. And look, this is here, all the pictures that he threw away. And he threw away the camera, and then he threw it, and then it was fully gone. And then, this is the funny part. So, then it flew away with all the pictures. Then it went with squids. Then the fish got it. Then a whale saw it. Then seahorses got it. Then it flew to the bottom. And then a mermaid city got it. With all the mermaids, and the squids, and the fish, and the cars, and the lights, and then these giant shells, the castles, and the coral are like plants, and these are like giant skyscrapers. Some hang out in these on the top, but you can't see that. I just spaced that happen. And then it goes to the Arctic. And then it turns on the beach with her.
All right. And Harper, could you tell the class what you really love the most about the illustrations?
Sure. I really like most about the illustrations because they look different than other illustrations, and they don't have any words.
Oh, it's a wordless picture book? Mm-hmm. Do the illustrations support the story then? So you get the idea of the story?
And the first page is really fun.
All right, well done. So nice round of applause for Harper. Just be... happening, Sam?
Trixie. This is Trixie. And her daddy went into the laundromat and he's taking Knuffle Bunny, putting it in the hair. And she's like not paying attention. She's just playing with the booby bras and all that other stuff. I have another favorite page. It's very funny, very, very, very funny. She's like, I go faggle cadaddle. And there's another one. I go faggle cadaddle.
Why is she saying that? What's happened?
Oh, she's a baby and Knuffle Bunny's in the washing machine.
Yes.
I go flabble. Flabble, flabble. Bumpy, flappy.
Do you like illustrations with speech bubbles like that?
Yeah. And it's like,
She's upset.
and then another.
Poor Trixie. But that doesn't look like a dog.
That's funny. It looks like a mustache dog.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
So
so
Mom
funny.
swears Knuffle Bunny. So then they remember. So they ran. And then she like, what are they doing to me?
Go on.
And look, there's
The
a
pigeon.
pigeon. And they're running. And he's like, what are they doing? They already been there. And why are they in such a big rush? And then like, there's old granny. And they're running to the laundromat and look at her eyes. They're gigantic. And she's like, he's scaring her thumb in that page. Like, what are you doing, Daddy? And then she's like, that might be where it is. And she's like, and look. And she's sad, and then here, they're throwing out some, like, diapers.
The laundry?
Yeah, and shirts. And
What are they finding?
get off your bunny! And then, those were the first words Trixie ever said. First words?
And why do you like the illustrations in Knuffle Bunny so much, Sam?
They're very funny.
Because they're very funny. Terrific job. Boys and girls, a nice round of applause for Sam.
The title of the book is called Froggy Goes to the Doctor. My favorite illustration
Let me see.
I like this illustration because it has a little blend over here of green and a little bit of turquoise and a little bit of blue.
Are those your favorite colors?
Well, it's not really my favorite. I just like how it blends in.
Ooh.
I like this page because she comes in, she sits next to him, she scoots next to him, she scoots more, and then he falls off the bed. Maybe that's the bed. It's like this.
Poor Froggy.
One of my favorite pages is this one. He throws a paper airplane, and it goes in her eye.
Oops.
Where? right there.
Okay.
So it looks like she has a black blue eye. One of my favorite ones is this one because he forgets to put on his underpants.
If you sit down, sweetie, then we can show it to the that's it.
And he was supposed to put on underpants because that's what his mom said. And then he forgot, so he was like this. Do I have any underpants? Because they were supposed to have a paper gown, and so his mom had paper underpants, and it looked like diapers. So he says, but Mom, whined Froggy, they look like diapers. We pulled on his paper gown. Zip. This is one of my favorite parts.
Oh,
This is closer.
It was this part because the doctor says to Froggy, this baby freezing. And then one of them scream, it's freezing!
Why?
Because it was freezing. What was? I
One
don't
of the
remember.
instruments.
This is one of my favorite parts because every time he does something, she feels like she's gonna fall on the floor, and then one time she actually falls on the floor.
What do you especially love about the illustrations?
They have a lot of detail and color,
Mm-hmm.
and what I like about them is that they have a blend of maybe like orange or yellow mixed together, or green, purple, turquoise.
You're so right.
One of my favorite parts is this one because he says, let's get a shot.
Sure, let's see.
Trust him is fine. And then the last page. Wait, no. The last page is this one. This is the second one. One of my favorite parts is this one because he sticks.
I can't
He puts the sticker right on his head. So he sticks it on his head, and then he puts a lollipop on the side of his mouth. And then he goes zip, zot, and then he goes like this. He jumps right out. And then he wants to come back, and then the doctor says, not too soon, says Mr. Mugwort, waving goodbye.
So thank you, Sophia, for presenting Froggy Goes to the Doctor.
My book is called Brave Bear. It is illustrated by Kathy Mellon. My favorite illustrations are this one, because I can see both of their faces up close. And also this one. And this one. Because the eyes on the bear are bigger than in the other pictures.
So what do you especially like about the illustrations?
That the bear has, like, it looks like he actually has fur.
Ooh, so lots of detail. Are they child-friendly as well?
Yeah.
Terrific. All right, let's give a round of applause to Ella for presenting Brave Bear and who your illustrator is.
The book that I brought is Trouble in the Baker's Class. The illustrator is Tommy D. Powell. My favorite page is my favorite page is when Morgie and Caroline could they could be friends, and they could show the friends that they can make up.
And what is it that you like so much about the illustrations?
That Morgie is a golden doodle, and I have one.
Point him out.
Here. And there are a lot of dogs in this story. Here.
Do you want to show the pictures?
Wait. Here's the adopted brother, and he's Spanish. He speaks Spanish, but I can't really read it.
I can read Spanish.
He thinks it's funny because he thinks his bunny could help.
So what do you especially like about the illustrations? Are they child-friendly?
Yes.
Yes. And do they go well with the story?
Yes, they will.
They do. Do you have any other pages that you want to talk about? You're good?
Yeah.
All right, so boys and girls, let's give Drew a round of applause for presenting Trouble with the Barkers.
The title of the book is Wild Boar's Cook. The illustrator is Sophie Blackwell. One of my favorite illustrations is this one, because you can see a lot of happy. And then another one of mine is, you can see the pudding with the squid. And like, the story says, like, will they eat politely? Of course.
They're pigs, right?
And then the story says that, like, the illustrations, they're like sleeping. And then 5 minutes later, they all say they're more hungry.
Uh-oh.
And then one of the boys looks for another recipe, and they're gonna make a massive cookie instead of massive pudding.
All right, and what do you especially love about the illustrations?
They're sort of funny.
They are, aren't they? All right. Terrific. Ryan, thank you for presenting Wild Boar's Cook. All right. Good job.
This is Balloon Farm, Harry Potter's Balloon Farm, and these are some of my favorite pictures. They're lots of color.
And this one because they're popping a balloon and everybody's watching.
That's very cool. So colorful.
He's floating away in a bird balloon.
Okay, terrific. Anything else you'd like to tell us about the illustrations?
Very colorful bold, and I like all the colors.
I like all the color. Terrific. Boys and girls, nice round of applause for Channing and Baloo.
So my book is Leaf Man, and I would like to read my paper, so you know a little about the book. Title of my book is Leaf Man. The name of the illustrator
It's Lois Elhart.
Lois Elhart, and they are very colorful and very interesting, and they're bright and colorful. They're very, very bright and bold. They are fun and children friendly. They tell the story. They're very fun, and it made me smile. It's very great, and I love page 11 because it has vegetables and a turkey, and I would like you to show the page.
Whoa.
I like that. There has carrots out of leaves, and you could see like the leaves and some like fruit like potatoes and like cabbages, and then here's the turkey.
Terrific. Thank you so much, Channing, for presenting Leaf Man.
So the name of this book is Library Mouse, and it's illustrated and written by Daniel Kirk, and my favorite picture is, so the mouse writes a lot of stories, but then he doesn't know what to write, and then very close to the end, here, he's dreaming about what he's going to write about.
Look at all the things.
And then he begins to write some stories. So then he starts a story. And it's called Squeaker Mouse's Life. And then here the librarians are looking at it. And then he starts the Lonely Cheese. And then here's the librarian reading it to the children. And then he does a mystery of a mansion. Wait, the mystery of Mouse Mansion. And then the librarian just doesn't know who this Sam is. So then she leaves a note on the bulletin board. And then here, the mouse, which his name is Sam, he's getting ready to make another book that's going to actually tell about him. And then it says, meet the author. Guess who the author is?
Yeah. Everybody.
And then a lot of kids come to the library because it's really cool. And then a lot of books get started to be written.
What does that say?
And then he starts writing another book.
Terrific. Thank you.
Olivia and the Fairy Princess, and the illustrator is his name is Falconer, and the pictures they are mostly black and white with a hint of color. They are bright and bold, and the pages are very child friendly, and the pictures really add to the story. And my favorite illustration is page 6. I'm going to show you that. This is my favorite page because she dresses up in different costumes. My 2 favorite costumes is this one and this one. And the reason why I like those costumes is because they're very, very, very interesting. And I really, really, really like these pages because it is my favorite page because Olivia tries on different costumes and it's very, very colorful and I really, really like it. And my other pages that I like are and this page says, she said, I want to be queen. So then she's a queen. And I also like this page because she's very dressed up and the crowd is cheering for her. And the last page that I really want to show you guys is, well, 2 more pages. So, this one, she doesn't like to be ballerina, so all these people are ballerinas, and the girls are wearing crowns, and the boys are not. So this is a boy, and this is a boy. This is Olivia because she doesn't like ballet, and she doesn't like the color pink. And then this one, it's Halloween. It's Halloween, and this is Olivia, and she's dressing up as a very, very silly costume. And the last page is and here's another page that she doesn't want to be a ballerina. And the last page is this one. The mom is giving her a bath, and then when she comes out of the bath, she's with her toothbrush and her toothpaste, and she is in her towel and a towel that she wraps around her head. And this is her mom. Yeah.
So thank you. Round of applause for Victoria for presenting Olivia and the Fairy Princess.
Riddle is Top Secret Shady Tales of Spies and Spying, and it teaches you how to be a spy. And there's some pictures, and there's some taken photos, and there's also illustrations, which I like. I like the illustrations more. The name of the illustrator is Steve Williams, and the illustrations are nice and they tell the story, and they're bright and bold, and they are child friendly, and the illustrations add to the story. And my favorite page is on page 62 and 63. The pictures tell me how to be a spy. And then my favorite things is how they tell you that spies could be anywhere. So there's a spy that's dressed up like a tree, and then this spy, his clothes, he took them off and then he just laid them there, and then that's just a fake dog next to the real dog. And then there's a house that's buried in the ground, and then there's a spy that's hidden. And then there's a camera that can't look at him. And it tells you that a spy could be anywhere. And then there's also other stories. But there's a story like comics. Or there's a story. This is my favorite. If you're captured. And then there's little mice. One's trying to get out. One's eating cheese and he's trying to get out. One's making a plan, and then one's having a diversion to make him evil, and he's just listening to loud music so he can turn evil. And then that's just how much days he's in jail. And then it shows you all different kinds of invisible spies. And I like this book because they show you all the weapons that they have. And this is a book from home. I got it. And then there's one more page. Wait. Oh, here it is. Nope, the alien one. They show you how long ago spies, and then there's body birds. Here. And then the veterans. Who showed you how to get out of jail.
Wait, can I see?
And he tells you if you can get out of jail or not, how much years you have been in jail. And he tells everyone, and these are just all the spies that are in America right now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, United States. Well, actually, they're everywhere. The CIA, the NYPD, and then the OSS.
Stop, Milo. We're not doing anything.
And then it shows you.
Okay, Nate.
And then it shows you spyware. And the doll trying to put on his fake mustache.
All right, well, thank you for presenting Top secret. Thank you, Nate. A round of applause.
Red Bad Dog Marley by John Grogan and illustrated by Richard Cowdery. The illustrations are beautiful with bright colors and they are very realistic. For example, the illustration of the parakeets inside the cage looks so real you might think it's a photograph. And these are the parakeets in the cage. My favorite illustration in the book is shows Marley sitting in the middle of a big mess he's made. It's my favorite illustration because of all the detail in it and all the bright colors. Miss Pam, not finished yet. And I want to show you some other pages too, besides this one. There's another one where he's messed up all the furniture and there are like little things sticking out of it, and the family thinks it's like a snowstorm, like a pretend one, because of all the feathers he took out of the couch. And I think there's one more. There's another one that I really want to show you.
He's holding the baby by its leg.
And the baby's eating. And this.
And the boat. That dog, Marley.
He's naughty.
He's just a naughty dog. It's really funny, I bet.
And this one.
Oh my gosh. Bad dog, Marley.
Bad dog. This one.
So free.
Both of the pictures, this one and this one.
Oh my god. A party with Marley. A party with Marley. A party with Marley.
Why do you like the illustrations so much, Maria?
Because they're child friendly. I like them a lot because they're very bold and they're very good for kids. And they're very funny. And all of these pictures. All of them. All of them.
Doggy guy.
All right, let's give Marielle a round of applause, boys and girls, for presenting Bad Dog Marley.
Mouse. It's like Ethan, except it's a different book in the series. It's not the original. It's a world to explore, and I'm here to talk about it. Library Mouse, a world. What is the name of the illustrator? Daniel Kurt. Tell the class something about the illustrator. Are they colorful? Yes. The illustrations from white and bold, or festival, or quiet.
Speak up a little louder.
And bold but quiet. Are the illustrations child-friendly? Do you think the illustration add to the story? Yes.
Nice and loud.
On what page is your favorite illustration? 24 or 25. Why is that your favorite? Tina and Sarah are amazing in the library. Looks like real outside world. Okay, let me show you my favorite page.
Do you want to tell us about it? Why it's your favorite?
It's my favorite because you see like lots of background. It looks like the real outside world, as I said on YouTube. And it looks like this is actually like Egypt, and this is actually like Ireland. And this looks like a little island in the ocean. It looks very real. That was my favorite.
All right. So, no, thank you for presenting Library Mouse, a world to explore.
Of the book, Super Dog. What is the name of the illustrator? Mike.
It's Carolyn
Lunar. Tell the class something about the illustration. Are they correct? Yes.
Can you sit somewhere else?
Are the illustrations say in bold?
Do you want to show your favorite page and talk about it?
Yes.
No, sit.
What do
I
you
like
want to say?
this page because it looks like he's really strong, especially in this one.
He's gonna dance.
He looks super strong, and he fixes. He'll fix
You want to hold the book this way so the children can see? Anything else you want to tell us about Super Dog? You good? Okay. Boys and girls, a nice round of applause for Jack for presenting Super.
I brought in Revenge of the Dino Trucks. Illustrated by Tris Call. She's also the author.
Anything you want to tell us about the illustrations? Do you have a favorite page?
My favorite page is this one.
Whoa. All right, tell us about it.
They took themselves apart and built them into like one whole new thing. They're spinning that into squirt water. That's swings. That's a little tube. You go in there, then to there, up to there. You could either go there to go down the slide, go up there, or go there into that ball. Then you could go up there on the monkey bar. Then you could, or you go down there, and then that leads back there.
Terrific. Terrific. Anything else you want to show us?
Ethan.
All right, so Maxwell, thank you. A nice round of applause for Max.
And it's illustrated by Brian.
Looks like Adger.
This is my favorite page. Where she's flopping on the ground. And then there's another funny page. This candy berry. And then gets sick. These are all the candy she's wearing. Then this is her friend, the Tooth Fairy.
Love her glasses.
And then she lost her one, so she doesn't know what kind of fairy to be. And then this is a page. This is a fruit flying around the place.
All right. Thank you so much for presenting Gone with the Wind.
Very Mouse and Museum Adventure by Daniel Kirk. My favorite page is this one, when she's looking to make sure the coast is clear. And this one, when she's trying to draw the mouse, but he's really a knight with armor. And this one, where they're showing a lot of mouse pictures. And I like this one because I never heard of a cat who could talk and he could draw, and I really like art. It's my favorite thing to do.
All right. Thank you so much, Jack, for presenting Library Mouse, a museum adventure.
And my favorite page is when DW gets scared of cardboard and he thinks it's a real alien. And they think, they're running because they think they saw an alien landed near their tents. And then the dad told them to go to sleep, but they just wanted to do a party and they started jumping.
That's pretty funny. Cute. Very cute. Very cute.
And then they made signs for what the aliens want, what they want the aliens to do. And they want them to do their homework.
Do my homework.
And then in this one, Buster's mom is worried that Buster will be too scared to go to the sleepover. And EW thinks that her parents are really aliens and not parents. And then they thought that their dad was an alien coming in there, but it was only bringing pizza. And Buster almost peed in his pants. And then they saw real aliens, and then they started freaking out in their tents.
All right,
And
Cotton.
that's how girls see aliens.
All right, boys and girls, a nice round of applause for Katya presenting Arthur's first sleepover.
My book is called The Bernstein Berry Poet by Stanley Bernstein. And my favorite page is is this page because I love the colors because I love the colors and green shades that the illustrator used.
Tara, anything else you want to say? All right, so Isabella, thank you. Round of applause for Isabella for presenting Berenstain Bears. Row it.
The book is You Can't Take a Balloon into the Metropolitan Museum. It's Robin Price Glaser, and the reason I chose this book is because it has no words, only illustrations, and that is why I think it is so powerful, because the whole story is told just by the pictures. The author uses color to highlight the main characters of the book. The colors are bright and bold. The background is black and white. The illustrations are child-friendly, but they are really for all ages. The illustrations don't just add to the story. They are only things that tell the story. There are no words in the book. My favorite page is on page 28-29, and I actually have 3 favorite pages. I have to find them. Not here. Oh, here it is. I have no idea why 2 bookmarks in here. I bet my mom put it inside the kids. And this is my favorite part when they run into the show of the Aida, and the elephant is where they crash into the whole opera show, and they break the whole act. And all the people are like, ah, there's trouble. And I have two other favorite pictures. Where is that? The elephant and this picture right here when he's when the elephant doesn't have enough room, he's like squished, and then like when he's stuck inside the bridge, he's like, and you see his tush and all that stuff. And my other favorite part is the picture when he when it gets back, when they crash into when it's connected to the horse and everybody's chasing the horse. And my other page that I really like is when he smacks here against when he smacks against the and I also like when the people fall into the ice skating rink, which is here and here, and they also and here. And I also like the part when page now wherever you are. When he's jumping in the air and it's running when he's where's the page? Oh, here. When he's jumping in the air and chasing the balloon.
Terrific. Good job, Michelangelo. So boys and girls, let's thank Michelangelo with a round of applause for presenting You Can't Take a Balloon to the Metropolitan.
Title of your book, a pipkin of pepper. What is the name of your illustrator? Helen Cooper. Tell the class something about the illustrations. Are they colorful? The illustrations are very colorful. The illustrations look bold. Are the illustrations child-friendly? The illustrations are child-friendly. Do you think the illustrations add to the story? Yes, because they look like real animals and real towns. On what page is your favorite illustration? Page 31. Page 31. No page numbers. This is one of my favorite pages.
Okay, can you tell us why?
because the doctor's trying to make the soup, but when he was picking up the spoon to try to taste it, he tasted it, and then the spoons went flying, and all
the stuff that he made because he really didn't like it. And my other favorite page was this. Was this because he's lost? He's like, what? And then another favorite page my favorite page is this page because this big white thing is like a machine and it pours milk everywhere, and it never stops, and overnight it overflowed. The whole entire store.
Oh my god.
And here's the picture when the duck was asking everybody, "Where is my family?"
All right, all set. John, a round of applause, boys and girls, for John.